going to be trying to build the best track car inside of Driving Empire with tuning kits, but before I do that, make sure to subscribe and drop a like in this video. But without further ado, let's get right into it. Okay, now the first car I want to try to build the best track car on is the Koenigsegg Jesko. So I think I'm going to build a setup right now for the best all-round upgrades, and then we will actually switch over the setups to multiple cars that we're going to test today. So let me actually see if I can find the best setup possible. Okay, now supposedly this is the best Jesko all-around setup. I'm not sure though, I didn't make it, but I found it in a Discord server. They put 3 flex plates, alright? And then it looks like they did 3 air filters here, okay? 3 air filters, we can do that, alright? And then let me see what the other stuff is. I'll just show you all it when I get it all set up. Alright, so what they did here is they did 4 quad turbos and 2 twin turbos, okay? Brakes. I think they just have to add all the best brakes. I mean, they only added 2, but that might be because brakes are hard to get. Luckily, I do have a full set of golden brakes, so we're going to put those on. So this is the setup. We'll just copy and paste onto every car, I feel like, because it seems like a nice setup. Tires, they have a lot of stock tires. They don't have slick tires. They have 4 stock tires, and they did 2 steering angle kits. I'm not going to lie, I don't like steering angle kits that much. I'm gonna put 1 I mean, they did 2 steering angle kits, but I'm gonna put 1 just because I struggle with the kits. I feel like they make it more annoying for me, at least personally. And then let's see what they did actually with the nitrous. I didn't look at that far yet. Okay, so for nitrous, looks like they did 3 refills. Okay, interesting. 3 refills. Okay, and they did the rest are the boost. Okay, the rest were just boost. Interesting. I guess what I'll do is I'll do the rest boost, and then this one I'll do just duration. I'm gonna switch that up just because I feel like we need a little bit of duration in there. So this is the setup I'm using. Alright, so we're gonna be doing this circuit race, obviously, to test the track performance of all these cars. I don't want to yap too much while driving because that'll make me crash. I'll probably end up crashing in all the cars though, so it'll balance out the crashes, I'm not gonna lie. Acceleration, ooh, on this Jesko feels great. Handling, pretty good. Maybe we should have done 2 steering kits. I don't know, it might have been a bit better with them, but I feel like steering kits are kind of like, I don't know, they just feel a little weird to me when racing, so I'm only gonna have 1. I'm just gonna lock in now though. Okay, we're finally finishing now. We got a time of 3 minutes 17 seconds, which isn't even a good time. I don't think that's that good of a time. So what happened? Honestly, the Jesko here, it just has, you know, a little mind of its own sometimes when you're trying to drive. You know, sometimes it understeers, sometimes it oversteers, sometimes it doesn't want to turn, sometimes it turns. I don't get it. This car, it's not consistent with how it feels around the track. I don't know how to explain it. It's just like, it's hard to keep in control. It doesn't feel consistent with its driving. It's very unpredictable. So the Jesko isn't the best track car to build. I'm not gonna lie. We're gonna go transfer our upgrades onto a new car. And what are we building next? Honestly, I think out of my list, I want to try a Wyra R next. Okay, here we go in the Wyra R. Now, this is going to be interesting to see how it does. Okay, we got the same upgrades and stuff, but honestly, I think the Wyra R is going to feel better. Okay, whoa. Bit of a rough start here. We got to lock in, though. So, guys, tell me why does the Wyra freaking spin out so easily with the best tire upgrades? Like, we are sliding all over. How are you supposed to keep grip, bro? Oh, my goodness. This is actually so annoying trying to do these races, I'm not gonna lie. Each car seems to have its own issue. The Koenigsegg had like a mind of its own where it went. The Wyra seems to have a grip issue where it spins out too much. And I honestly didn't even put an extra steering kit on it because it already turns too much without a steering kit. Like, it's turning a little bit too much. Here we go, we're starting to get the hang of it, but why? Why is this spinning out so much all over the place? I mean, I haven't really gotten a good example yet for you guys, but we're actually kind of, what the heck? Why when I'm yapping to you guys, are we doing good all of a sudden with the driving? But a minute ago, this thing was having issues all over the place, spinning out. I'm not gonna lie, I really don't like this Wyra R. It feels worse than the Jesko, harder to keep in control, which, you know, you could blame on my bad driving, but there's cars that will feel fine for me, so I'm counting this into, you know, factors. Well, this is definitely not the best track car. It's doing worse than the Jesko, which I thought felt bad around the track, and this feels even worse trying to keep in control. So what we're gonna do actually is try out another car. 3 minutes 23 seconds, not good. Let's see what our another option could be. We could always try out the Niki Lauda T50. Okay, let's take that thing out. The T50. How do you spell it? I think it's T.50. Yeah, this right here. this thing should be good. We just have to try it out. Okay, now here we go in the T50. So, honestly, I don't know if it'll be better than the Jesco. I mean, I've gotten horrible times in all of them, but keep in mind, with a good driver, you would probably get good times. Like, we're still finding all the best cars, just with CarterDaCar times, basically meaning bad times. But whoa! Whoa! This car feels good. It fixes the grip issue, and it doesn't have a mind of its own like the Jesco. Okay, I think I should lock in so we really can give this car a good lap. Okay, I'm not gonna lie to you all. We've had our fair share of crashes in this car. I think I might have crashed it 4 times during this race. Might be more crashes than some of the other cars even. But even with all those crashes, this is still the best feeling, the easiest to handle out of all those cars. I know I didn't get the best times in these cars for you guys, but I'm a bad driver, bro. I'm sure if you guys are good drivers, you will get good times. And this car, by far, 10 times better with my grip than the Pagani was. It feels so much easier to handle than the Koenigsegg. I feel like it's more predictable. I would say take this over the Koenigsegg or the Pagani any day, this Gordon Murray Niki Lauda, but there still are cars that could be faster than it and better, so that is why we are trying up the Solus GT next. Okay, now to test the Solus GT out. Honestly, I don't know how this one's gonna do. I mean, I know, ooh, good acceleration, whoa. Okay, I don't know about the handling though, because like, I don't know. Ooh. Yo, no. What is it doing? Why did it grip to the wall? Why did the cars always grip to the wall? That's my question, man. Handling, it's actually not that bad. Hold up. I mean, I don't know why I was expecting bad handling. It's supposed to have some of the best in-game, but I don't know. I just was expecting it to be a bit more complicated than the T50, but I guess it's not actually. I think if I lock in, we can work with this. Okay, so I'm not gonna lie. The Solus, it's nice, but it just feels like a bit of a wall magnet. I don't know if that's like a thing that you all understand what I'm saying, but basically it feels really attracted to hitting the wall. I don't know why, but like the Gordon Murray T50 didn't have this issue, but the Solus GT seems to like be attracted to going towards walls, and the grip isn't as good as the T50. I feel like none of the car's grips have been as good since the whole tuning kits update. The grip on cars has definitely gone down. I don't know how to make them grippier. I have all the pro stock tires possible. Oh my goodness. Yeah. The handling in the other car feels a little bit better. I'm not gonna lie. I don't think this one's gonna be as good. I'm not gonna lie. We've had a pretty bad run in the Solus GT. Oh, like that's just another example of it being a wall magnet. I don't get what exactly happened there either in it, but we actually weren't too far behind. We were 3 seconds behind, and we had a bad run in the Gordon Murray T50, but I would say that these cars could be fairly equal if I just had a bit more experience with the driving in them. I'm not gonna lie. I think the Solus GT and the Gordon Murray could be equally as good. Just depends on the driver preference. This one I would say takes more skill than the T50 to drive though, because you can see we were kind of getting close to being able to get a similar time, but you definitely need to be a better driver to get a good time in the Solus. So honestly, I would still go with the T50 over the Solus. It's easier for anyone to control, I feel like. Okay, now the Solus GT was pretty good. You know, the Gordon Murray obviously we found out was the best, but I'm taking out the off-sale secret weapon just to see if it could do it better, the Rovana Racer. This thing is just a beast. I don't know. I'm curious to see what happens. Oh my goodness. This thing feels crazy. I'm gonna lock in it. Okay, I'm not even gonna lie to you guys. We crashed multiple times on this race, but we still got a better time. 2 minutes 55 seconds. If we had a good driver out here, we could do even better, I bet. But like, you know, with all the cars, we crashed them. So if you have the off-sale Rovana, clearly it's the best track car to build on, I guess. You know, we built our setup on it, and you know, we had the same setup for all the cars, obviously, and it's definitely a really nice setup. So it feels great on all the cars. Obviously, best off-sale car, Rovana Racer, best car overall, the Rovana Racer. But if you don't have the Rovana Racer already, I would recommend putting it on the Gordon Murray T50 Niki Lauda with a better driver, which could be you. I mean, you guys are probably better at driving than me, I'm not gonna lie, but I think you all could build some crazy track setups on this car. But I do think that's going to be everything for today's video. I truly hope you guys enjoyed. If you did, make sure to drop a like. I would truly appreciate it. Subscribe, and the notification bell so you never miss another upload. Check the video on screen here. YouTube, thanks to like, and I'll see you all in the next one. Peace.